Hey, what's up everybody? This is Super501 and today I wanted to show you guys a ridiculous AoE mob grinding farm spot in Shadowlands. Now this is easily one of the best ways to make gold in Shadowlands right now, especially this early on in the expansion, because you're going to get a ton of raw gold through just the gold you get from looting enemies and selling grays. You're going to get a ton of random green BOE drops that you can either vendor, sell as themselves, because those do sell pretty decently this early on for transmog and people leveling up alts, getting a ridiculous amount of cloth, and then also having the chance for BOE epics, which is one of the main reasons people are going to be farming this so much. Because if you get one of those BOE epics right now, especially before the raid's out, you're going to make a ridiculous amount of money, at minimum a few 100,000 gold. And if you get something like a leech rolled weapon or something like that, it's just going to be so much more, getting up into the millions of gold an item. Now, I'm not going to specifically go over how much gold you can make in an hour, because this early on in an expansion, and depending what you're doing with all the different greens, and if you get an epic, the prices are going to vary so much that it doesn't make sense to give you a gold per hour amount. Now, some of the consistent things you're going to get from here is probably around 5,000 gold from selling the grays and looting the enemies in an hour. That's right around where I got. For cloth, not being a tailor, I got around 700 shrouded cloth in an hour, so I would say 500 plus. While not being a tailor, it's obviously going to go up if you're a tailor, and around 100 to 150 lightless silk, which is a good amount of money just in that. You're also going to have a bag completely filled with greens to either disenchant, vendor, which would still be good gold, or just try to sell on the auction house, because selling these random BOE greens at the beginning of an expansion can actually sell quite a bit. I think I put like a dozen of them up, and like 4 of them sold for 1,000 gold within a few hours. So you can still make a good amount of gold just selling the greens for transmog or selling to new alts. So this farm is actually going to be located in Ardenweald, and you're going to go to the Glitterfall base and flight point, and I'll show you guys on the map exactly where this location is. And you're just going to go over here, and there's essentially like a little table sitting there, and everybody that's going to be AoEing enemies sits on the table. Everybody who's pulling will just go pretty much in a circle around that table and pull all of the enemies, and then you guys just AoE them all down constantly. It is a hyper spawn or force spawning, so once you kill a certain amount of them, it'll just respawn the other ones that you have killed right away. You're going to be able to find a bunch of groups for this specific spot. There are a ton of spots like this that I'll probably do videos on, but this one seems to be the most popular right now, probably just because it's the most well known. So look for groups. Usually most of the groups in the group finder are going to be 2 groups of 4 people, which allows everybody there to loot and just allows to kill things faster. If you already have a bunch of level 60s that are decent-ish geared, it shouldn't be that big of a deal to just do 1 group of 5. You're still going to kill everything very quickly. Either go ahead and look up groups on the group finder or make one yourself. With how many people are trying to do this specific spot, it shouldn't be that difficult at all to find a group or get a group going for this. And you can either do war mode on or off. Usually most of the groups I see now are doing war mode on, because it does give you those extra talents to kill things faster, and you can control, and if you have 2 groups of 4, you can pretty easily kill any horde or any other people that are here to try to keep the spot for yourself. And like I said, one of the main reasons to do farms like this, especially this early on in the expansion, is to get those BOE epic drops that are currently dropping at 190 eye level, and the normal version of the Castle Nathria raid that will be the first raids here are eye level 200. So these are pretty much raid ready items that if there's a lot of people that don't want to farm or want to fill out and get the best pieces they can before the raid, they're going to be buying these ridiculously expensive BOE epics. And for the amount of drops, from all the people I've talked to about this and all the groups I've joined, usually people say in an hour between those 8 people, there'll usually be about 4 drops on average. Multiple groups said the exact same number. One of the groups I was in, and you actually see him get one of these in the video, is one person got 2 epic weapon drops within 11 minutes of being there. There's an incredible high roll chance of farming spots like this, where if you get those 2 pieces, you legitimately just made enough WoW tokens for the rest of the expansion. So it's pretty ridiculous, especially if you get good rolls on them. Like I said, getting a leech on one of these is going to be an incredible price hike to that item. But that's also why I'm not doing a gold per hour amount, because if you don't get an epic, the gold per hour just sank massively. But that's pretty much all you're going to do for this farm spot. It's incredibly good. I definitely enjoy doing these farm spots for about an hour at a time. And like I said, I'd recommend going either looking in Group Finder to find the groups of 4, or just starting your own. It should be pretty easy. Also, if you want to make more consistent gold, do this on a tailor. They will get a ton of additional cloth drops. On my server, the shrouded cloth, which is the common version, is going for around 10 gold a piece right now, and the lightless silk, which is the uncommon one, is going for around 40 gold a piece right now. So just for farming for those on a tailor will net you a pretty good amount of gold. But that's pretty much all I want to go over for this farm. Subscribe if you want to see WoW or other videos. Leave a like if you like the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about this farm spot, and thanks for watching.